It's been a while, huh? Well, welcome back. I've been working on this new recipe now for quite a few weeks. I think it's finally ready. It's parchment paper wrapped salmon made with fennel and spring onions. I hope you enjoy it. So the first thing I'm going to do is make the basting mediums. I'm going to baste the salmon with things, and I'm going to add a second dish, which is going to be some roasted baby carrots. I want different basting solutions for each. For the salmon, we're going to use sesame oil with the butter. I just like the taste of sesame oil over olive. And for the roasted baby carrots, I'm going to use garlic infused olive oil. That's just perfect for carrots. And in both of these, I'm going to add just a little bit of truffle oil because, you know, truffle oil. So we just need a couple of drops each into each bowl. Just a tiny, tiny little bit. There we go. And some into the other bowl. Yep, let's add a little bit more to the salmon side, just because. So now, let's start mixing the sesame oil into the salmon side. There we go. Don't need a lot. Just enough to baste everything. Drip, 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 drip. And for the roasted baby carrots, let's add our garlic infused olive oil. Just a little bit. Once again, we don't need a whole lot. And let's mix these guys up. My butter is partially melted. You know, mix them up as best I can. Get it as mixed as we can. But, you know, they aren't going to mix completely. The trick to this is once I'm, or just before I'm ready to start basting the product, before I bake it, I'm going to stick them in the microwave for about 10 seconds. That'll melt everything together. Mix it up a little bit more. Okay, that's pretty much it. There we go. All right, that's done. So let's start assembling our dishes to bake. This is preparing for the salmon, of course. We're adding the sesame and butter as a base. Then we're going to add a little bit of fennel to it. These are fennel roots that I've pre-cut. Love the taste of fennel. It's so good. It's very unique tasting. Okay. Now some of the, I don't know what you call them, spring onions, shallots. I've never been really clear on what they're called. I think they're called shallots. I don't know. But anyway, let's add some of those, and then some of the leaves from the same baby onions, shallots, whatever. Put some lemon in it. There we go. Lemon's always a requisite. Add the salmon, skin down, and let's baste up that good old salmon. Get it well soaked in our basting. Again, it's sesame oil with butter. I'd usually add salt to this, but I'm not a big salt eater. I always kind of let my food salt itself. So again, another layer of fennel, more fennel root as it is. Back to some more of the baby onions, shallots, whatever. This is some fennel leaf. Fennel leaf is very unique. It adds something completely unique. And then some fennel seeds that'll roast in and add that kind of smoky fennel flavor to it. And then another liberal coat of our sesame oil and butter. This is going to leak its way down into the salmon, make it taste so good. There we go. More of the onion leaves. Some lemon on top of that. And then I happened to find some fresh saffron. Saffron's pretty hard to find, but hey, finding good, very red saffron adds so much to your dish. It's got its own unique, very subtle flavor, one that I just really love. So let's add that to it. And then wrap it up. But just kind of wrap it up so it's nice and sealed. Close the ends. Put it in there nice and tight. Okay? And let's get ready for the carrots. So just kind of fit the carrots, make sure they're going to fit. Do the basting for the carrots. This is the olive oil that's infused with garlic and butter. Give it a nice kind of bath to lay in, a puddle. You know, this will kind of soak into it while it bakes and heats up. Get it going real nice. Drop the carrots in and get them completely coated with the garlic infused olive oil and butter. Completely coated. This will bake into these guys. It'll be really beautiful. It'll make them very soft and tender, and because they're baby carrots, they'll be so sweet. Just perfect. Get this guy wrapped up. Get it ready for the oven. There we go. Okay, I preheated the oven to 400 degrees. We're gonna stick these guys in there and it's gonna cook for 25 minutes. All right, done. We're ready to pop it out, start plating it up, get ready to serve it. Hot, hot, hot. I use these nice silicone gloves. They're a little bit clumsy though because they're so thick. Okay, let's start plating. Let's start with the carrots. They're so sweet and tender. Put those on the plate. These guys are so tender. I have to be really careful because I can break them really easy, and I want to serve whole carrots for the presentation. Get rid of the paper and move on to putting the salmon on the plate. Oh, it smells so good. It smells so good. That fennel just kind of, that nice licoricey smell of fennel. So this salmon is really, really tender as well. I have to be careful not to break it. If I were serving a group of these, I would just put the paper on each plate. You know, each person would get to unwrap their own salmon. And there we go. This is it. I also prepared, I had this mix of ancient rice mix, different ancient grains. And that's pretty much it. This tasted so good. I hope you enjoy this, because it was a pleasure kind of learning to make this, and it was a pleasure making it for you. Thank you. If you like this video, hit the like button and subscribe.